black or white. You deserve to have more choice. You deserve to do.
Hey folks, it's Hyena Girl 64 here. It's 4:20 in the PM here with us live in San Jose. Sweaty San Jose, hot San Jose. It's a hot day today, let me tell you. It's hot. I'm sweating all over my god. I've been sweating on my glasses. I got little dots on it. If your brother's doing me too much, I may have to go out and clean it, you know? Frustratingly enough. Well, anyway, folks. Gotta remember to look at the birdie. Folks. Hi, honey. Good girl. See, doesn't that feel nice? Me looking right at you? Or rather, right above you. So I don't freak you out, because if I look right at you, it's kind of freaky. I'm gonna give you me today. So, my babies, we are going to go to the zoomed mode. Why on earth is this a different music? Oh well, that's the way it goes sometimes. Today we are going to play Battletech. I have not swapped I really just need to get a banner of my own and put it here instead of using other people's banner. In fact, you know what? You know what, folks? While this game loads, I'm gonna go do that. Because I like involving y'all in the background part of me doing these things. Because I think it's cool, and I imagine you think it's cool too. And like, what's more like, you know, vaping on Tahoe OG than me doing crap like that in the middle of the goddamn stream. It's like, hold your horses, friend. So we're just going to put this up in front here while the game does this little thing. There we go. So you can all see what I'm doing. Let me find an appropriate logo. I'm sure I have something appropriate for children that I can splash across the screen. Thank you. I use something adorable. I could do... Oh, I know. It'll be adorable anyway. But it's the right one. I have to make this smaller somehow. Since I'm warping the aspect ratio to shit here. Oh, no. That's the wrong thing. There. That's me and me wife playing us a board game. Can make it really big. See how that looks. Come on. Yeah. Not too much. That works for high strategy for now. Alright. And now we drop it back down behind the game, but above the background. There we go. I apologize for some of the conflicting music here. That's calmer. Just enough. Y'all can hear the music and chill out. I've been getting some copyright notices, so on some of these things, I'm not trying to steal anybody's copyright. That's why I'm crediting the station down here, Vapor Funk Station. YouTube is who has the rights to these, who I'm basically reblogging via this video. Y'all corporate folks, if you want it removed, I'll remove it, but if it's like no monetization, like I understand, but I'm removing your stuff. you know, and I can replace it with other music. I may at some point just create my own station of... So YouTube has a number of some music they've licensed that you can always play on YouTube and still monetize. So I might just basically download a bunch of them, turn them into a station of some kind that just plays those songs, and then put that on as my station, ultimately. Maybe mix in a few songs of my own, just basically create my own station for my own personal use while doing these videos of like, this is, you know, the YouTube approved, this is the YouTube approved funk that I'm playing. The YouTube approved funk. God, it's a ridiculous world of copyrights we live in. Like, I'm playing these folks because it's chill. I want them credited. I've credited them as best as I can. I'm like showing this to one person right now. Sometimes comes on live, and then I repost to YouTube anyways. So it's like me reposting YouTube to YouTube. Like, how does that fit into copyright? And of course, the stuff on Twitch sticks around a bit, but I don't care as much about storing on Twitch. As long as I have it long enough to put it on YouTube, I don't really care after that. Twitch is just how I record, basically, because it's better than recording directly to my machine and then uploading that to YouTube, you know, on time every day. And also, I mean, like, if there were some of you online, we could interact and we could have fun interactions, which would add to the amusement of this as a show. And I'm trying to think of it like a show now. With my weird-ass invisible green screen back here. Like, hi. So it's like half of it's the room, half of it's this. I wish I could do some border on this thing. Can I? That would be amazing if I could. If I could have a border, I could stretch it out. That'd be funky, but nah. That's a little, we gotta have some grounding in reality. I also love to do something in the game, like, you know, I could screw the color settings on the game. Did you know that? I could make it go, whoa, like, in fact, maybe today I will, just to make it kind of more mine. So, I'm just gonna put it a few degrees on a few of these things. This one makes it go, whoa. This is really good for the weed, but, you know, I don't want to completely screw up the stream. Especially since I'm watching what you're watching. I'm watching what I'm doing, not what you're watching. So I can't monitor and make sure the color is how I like it. But let's just add a little bit of color to it. Do the darkers get darker? Do we brighten it up? What do we do? Do we wash it out? Nah, I say we make it a little darker, maybe. Really give you that feeling of being in space. And just transparency, we don't want any transparency. Brightness, oh, just you can't see a thing. Yeah, you can't see anything. Hey, let's make the darkers a little darker. Let's make it a better nighttime show. Hey, there we go. I've adjusted the look of the game slightly now, and now y'all, we're gonna play. So I know a lot of you folks, like, who might be watching this, like, one of the reasons I picked the time, besides the obvious one, is because I figure most of the people I know are in North America. And right now it's, you know, their evening, it's 7:20, it's 6:20, it's whatever. And I was kind of hoping to make this a kind of on your way home from work show kind of time frame of, like, 4:20 to 6, but I'm realizing that, like, being too strict on my schedule, like, I want to shoot for that time, but I might start a little early and just go into that time. It depends how things go. This is, I mean, around here in the valley, people's times are all off anyway, because everybody listens asynchronously. And if you're on your way home, it's not like you're going to be, like, texting me anyhow, like, in the middle of the show, but, you know, I keep it on, just in case. Just in case y'all want a friend in the background that you can talk to. A few of y'all who are my friends. Alright, so we're en route to our next contract because I want to make the startup as uncomplicated for myself as I could. Yes, we are en route. Welcome to the big leagues, Commander. After we pull the trigger on this one, everything is going to change. For us, for Lady Urano, however the whole are we going to reach? So, to continue your league metaphor, you know, we're graduating from the, like, minor leagues of mercenary work here to become a major political player in the area. So because I know what's going to happen next in the plot, but I don't want to reveal too much. But the game is going to open up a lot after the next couple of missions, basically. The next couple of story missions. So they kind of let you warm up, shape your company a bit, so it's not always the same when you go into this phase of the game. But we're about to enter the main phase of the game. I've played this game for hours, and I have just played, like, level 1 and 2 of this game, basically. I've just played, like, the first 2 required missions. This is required mission number 3. I could have blitzed through this if I were really good, but I wouldn't want to. I'd want to at least get a couple medium mechs first. Maybe when they release DLC, they'll have more, you know, starting mechs, you know. So Pigpen will be out of action one more day. Do we care? Pigpen's one of our backups. I don't care so much about Pigpen being ready. Not yet. Well, let's take a moment and actually check who's awake and how much XP they have. So, yeah, we have our best pilots. Do not include Pigpen. Pigpen's our worst client. Pigpen's the rookie.
Receiving you.
Gosh, I hate your hair so much. I like you, Medusa.
Commander.
You're pretty clean. Helix seems good.
Commander?
I'm sorry that we had to trash poor Trailblazer fur, but, like, you know, business is business. You gotta take the best. You can level up, and you should. You need to be somebody we can actually put on the line. This is somebody we can put on the line. Now, we have at least 3 and everything. That's my minimum requirement to actually want to put somebody in a mech. Unless I'm absolutely desperate. I guess maybe they just gain that over time.
What can I do for you?
Here we go. You have a lot of XP. We should focus on your gunnery or your piloting. Let's focus on your ability to hit things. Because I have a feeling about this next mission. Oh, yeah, we should have kitted our mechs. Whatever. Whatever. We could have kitted our mechs for this mission. We're not going to kit our mechs for this mission. Next time, we'll kit our mechs. Next time, we'll kit our mechs before we leave. Before I sign off, I'll make sure all the post-mission work is done and we're set up for a new mission, basically. Or set up on our way to our next mission, you know. Alright. Because I'd really love to rethink the blackjack right now. Oh, I mean, we have the space. Like, we're not gonna be using the blackjack on this mission. We're gonna be using the trebuchet, the quick draw, the Shadowhawk, and the Vindicator. The blackjack, I think, is gonna sit behind, especially because it's one of the lower tonnage mechs, and I like the Vindicator better. So we might as well think out its refit now. We could have done it several days ago, but I'd rather have that Centurion, frankly. I've been so unhappy with this thing. Here, how about we just strip all the armor, strip all the equipment, and think it over from the beginning. Alright, it's got to have jump jets. That's a rule in our company. Everything has jump jets. Ideally, everything has at least 3 jump jets. 2 if it's just a heavier mech, but it needs to have a few jump jets. 1 functional range weapon, yeah, otherwise what's the point? Well, I mean, you could have a purely, you know, gunnery-oriented mech, so it should definitely have, I think it has mounts for medium lasers here, and support weapons here and here. How support weapon mounts? That's an interesting thought. How are you at melee? You're not very good at melee. So, and it's slow as heck, like... And to a lesser degree is jump capability. Yeah. Like, it sucks in terms of movement. It's not that fast. There's no way of making it faster. So why would I use This mech is like designed to do theoretically anything, but they really can't do anything. Like, I'd love to just put in 2 small lasers because, like, it does more damage than a medium, but it's never going to be that close to anything. Like, what's the point? So we could give it a PPC instead of a AC weapon. I like the AC weapons, though, so let's try an AC-5 here. Large laser on the other side. Real sniper here. And how much weapon does that give us? Maxed armor and still some to go. Alright. Let's strip the armor again. We have an AC-5, we have a large laser now. You always need a few medium lasers when you're in a bad scrap. Ideally you should pull out your full complement of medium lasers. This thing's heat efficiency is crap now though. So it needs some heat efficiency. So that's why the large laser, because it's already got an AC-5, it doesn't need a PPC-2. Like, you know, pick your battles. We don't want to just blow the mech up every 5 seconds, so a heat sink here. Oh my god, now we're going to have armor problems, right? Oh, no. Some out of the legs. Some out of the legs. We improve the heat efficiency. Armor is about... so max armor is like 10 tons of armor. So each additional thing we're putting in here is going to reduce our max armor. It's really not, well, we haven't fixed it out yet. Want another heatsink, for sure. And another heatsink. The way we usually fight, we want a lot of heatsinks. Now let's smack the armor and see what happens. Okay. That's worse. One of the heatsinks out. We're just going to have to deal, because it's not really going to be firing both of these medium lasers. Like, what if we remove these medium lasers? Yeah. Each of them is like a full bar of heat efficiency. His range is down. Maybe we should replace the large laser with an AC-2. It'd weigh more. Like, maybe it should be lopsided? Like, do we want more guns? The way we fight, more guns might be better. We don't have any spare AC-2s, though. Oh, we do here. There. And your ammo. Here. Strip armor, max armor, and we have no armor at all now. So, we need to get rid of a laser. No, that's a bad idea. This is a bad idea. Let's max the armor now. Almost everything's maxed, so it's durable. It's about as damaging as it was before. It hasn't lost that much damage. Its movement is down and its durability is down. Its heat efficiency is up. Its range is down. We can improve range by giving an AC-5 instead of the large laser. How much does the large laser weigh? This is 5 tons. And the AC-5 is 8 tons. You see, AC weapons are really, you know, lasers. The thing about lasers, they do damage for cheap, but it costs a lot of heat. So they're good to mix. You want to mix lasers in with other weapons. This is looking pretty good, though. I'm liking it so far. I'm liking it. You need better jump jet capability, though. So first, let me get the dregs here. We want you up. We want you up because center torso means I'm still alive. Reduce the armor here. Increase the armor here a little. Reduce the armor here to increase the armor here a little. Reduce the armor here to increase the armor here a little. Yeah, we definitely want at least 45 here so that one stray shot from an AC-5 doesn't completely kill us, right? This thing's gonna be kind of far away, but I'd rather have that in the legs again. His legs are poorly armored now. I don't like the way the automatic thing necessarily distributes armor, but I mean, the legs are usually the things that's likely to get shot out, but if you lose them both, you know. So this is a pretty modifiable mech as long as you're a fan of AC-8 weapons. So yeah, let's confirm this. I think this will be a better mech.
Right. I'll get
it has more. It has 2 really damaging weapons on it now instead of a bunch of small weapons that don't do much damage at all. Well, friends, these are who we're going to war with. This is a pretty good selection, actually. So that's one of the reasons the Shadowhawks do good is it's a 55-ton. Like, the Quick Draw is only, like, 5 tons more than the Shadowhawk in terms of how much equipment it can carry. The Trebuchet is a 50-tonner, so the Trebuchet is probably going to be even nicer than the Vindicator. The Vindicator should become our scout. The Trebuchet should be our commander. The Shadowhawk should be our cavalry, and the Quick Draw should be our line person. Our Mech o' the line. At any rate, though, we're going to have to launch the contract. My friends, ready for a serious mission? Alexander Madeira. You may remember this person. You may or may not remember this person as the person who almost died in the tutorial mission. Everything about Weldry, one of the most notorious hellholes in the Oregon Reach. The Oregon Reach is Lady Espinosa's people. Everything about this place is hostile to human life, and for the past 3 years, Espinosa has used it as a dumping ground for his political enemies. Shit's about to get serious, y'all. Oh, I love her scar. Look at her scar. She's so badass. Kamea here is just like the most badass princess I've ever seen in the game. The Directorate has a prison complex on the planet's surface. The inmates call it the Icebox. So it's Arctic terrain. We don't got to worry about heat so much. The image of an imposing structure appears on your view screen. It has the solid, heavy walls that you've come to associate with Tarian architecture. It has the solid, heavy walls, Tarian architecture, very brutalist, founded by House Calderon. They're wealthy, well-educated, and well-armed for a periphery state. They defend their independence fiercely against intersphere aggression, particularly the Federated Sons. They perceive House Deviant's reputation as a protector of liberties is unwarranted and even hypocritical. They have a long history of conflict with a much larger successor state. The current role of the Concordian is Protector, Thomas Calderon. It's a holding facility for political prisoners, including high-value hostages, members of the founding families, spouses, sons, and daughters. If we liberate the prisoners and set them free, we break Espinosa's leverage over the founding houses. So the Oregon Coalition was created in 2910 from the worlds of the Rimward Trade Partnership. The most powerful families of those worlds became the founding house of the new coalition. The political map will change overnight. We don't know what the Directorate has been doing to our people in there, but we have to set them free, and not just for political gain, but because they're our people, and now we need your help to do it. Aren't the founding leaders supposed to be powerless figureheads? I need to know what I'm about to send my lance into. What makes Royalty so unhospitable? You've got an army. What do you need us for? Why us? Suitable, decisive action. I will lead the army in an all-out assault on the Director's primary... Subtle, decisive action. I will lead an army in an all-out assault on the Director's primary spaceport. After I've drawn their attention, you will sneak in, attack the Icebox, and liberate it. We'll set my uncle's hostages free, put the founding families and our dead all in one fell swoop. Yeah. In my experience, operations at scale rarely go according to plan. I know, Yin, and that is one of the major reasons why I need you on this drop. You adapted to the chaos of the battlefield in Koro Madir. I'll be counting on you to do the same here. I'll remain in radio contact with you after we hit the ground. So she remembers that we saved her butt on Krodomir, and basically has bought that kindness to her has now bought us freedom from our debts. I think I can be a privateer for this lady. Your Majesty, Kamea Arano, High Lady Kamea Arano. I'll remain in radio contact with you after we hit the ground. Good hunting, Yin. Give my uncle's troops the hell that they've earned. After the Directorate's presence on the planet has been crushed and the Icebox has been liberated, we'll regroup to celebrate our victory. Yes, I will be this woman's privateer, happily. Happily will I be this woman's privateer. Okay. So, the Shadowhawk we usually use as a flanker. The Vindicator also should be in the front. The Quick Draw should be there, and then we should finish with the Trebuchet. Now, who's in what? Yin gotta be in the Quick Draw. Yin is the right person. Yin has bulwark and gunnery. Yin can just stand there and shoot things. We need movement and tactics, sensor lock, and who. So the Trebuchet... These people have the same abilities. That's alright. Alright. You go here, and Glitch will go in there. There you go. So Glitch in the Shadow Hawk, move and shoot. Medusa and the Vindicator, move and spy. Decker and the Trebuchet, move and spy, though I really want you to be eventually Bulwark, and Helix is going to be flying the Trebuchet, I think, at the end. Helix has a lot of potential. I want to change you two in the order. Cool. So everybody goes on initiative 3. I'd really like to have a higher initiative mech as my scout, but bigger's always better. Bigger's always better, the balance is good if you don't have bigger. The bigger's always better because eventually the scouts end up fighting, and if your scout's the bigger scout, you can just kill their scout. My scout's the Vindicator now, so I need to arm it a bit more like a scout. The Vindicator's going to act as a scout, the Trebuchet's going to act as command. What's the Blackjack's alternate role? I guess the Blackjack would kind of take the Trebuchet's place as a direct fire sniper, basically. So we could probably reduce the speed of the Blackjack in favor of more armor or more mobility or something like that. Once we figure out who's going to fly it, you know.
Initiated.
Decker's not going to keep flying this Trebuchet. Decker's the wrong person for the job. It's good to have spare scouts because you can cycle through them pretty quick. There are 2 entrances into the complex, Commander. Intel says that each is defended by a series of elevated turrets. I'm also seeing an LRM emplacement between the 2 checkpoints. Battle mech defenses should be practically nil, as predicted. As predicted, Lady Orana's preemptive strike has already drawn the prison's standard garrison away. Seeing heavy vehicles and turrets on my screen, nothing that you can't handle. Clear away the opposition and recapture the prison. Lady Orana and the Restoration Army will take care of the rest. Good hunting, Commander. Alright. So this is just a direct assault then on the prison. Right, I'm thinking of a different mission right now. This is just a direct assault on that. Okay. So the straight up, this is a breakout. We're gonna break our people out of prison now. Yeah, so you get up there and you get a sensor lock on something maybe. Is there anything out there to sense? Nah, you got nothing to sensor lock. Glitch, you're in the Shadow Hawk. You should... to attack from the left or the right? Left, right. They look about equal strength. The right is closer to our destination, so Glitch is going to go left. Glitch is the flanker.
On my way.
This quick draw, though, is definitely going to go right at first. Even though the roads are narrow, and the Trebuchet is going to follow at a respectable distance. The quick draw cannot... The Trebuchet currently cannot jump. I didn't have time. I was going to install jump jets on it. Over now. I was going to install jump jets on it before we got out here, but I have to rethink what this mech's going to do. Perhaps. From its stock roll. Alright, Medusa. Oh, we can shoot the turret generators if we get up there. Yeah, get up there and blast him.
Got it.
Enemy contact, but we're right at the turret generators. They're completely unguarded? You idiots. I guess... Oh, right. It's a prison. It's not meant to be defended from the inside. They're not defending against us. They're defending against the prisoners. So they don't want the turret generators inside. So you just got them there in a couple of bunkers in case of an assault. Which you would presumably station some infantry in. You know, and use as watch posts. But they don't even have people in them right now. Because they're being stupid. Take out the turret generators. They're not expecting a mech lance to just drop in the middle here.
Fresh real estate available.
They know Lady Orana's out there, but they aren't expecting an attack. We're catching them by surprise. That's good. So Glitch can join up there.
Good to go.
and do the same to the other generator.
I leap, I soar.
Yeah, just fire everything. We gotta take it down as quickly as possible. Yeah. Oh, it's still up.
Target destroyed.
No, there's too little. It collapsed. Alright, their turrets should be down now. See, you can still jump, so you should just jump over and directly assault. This is why I wish the trebuchet had jumps. The trebuchet needs it. You always want those. It makes you so maneuverable. This trebuchet, we should have, if only we'd had the time to prepare, we could strip some armor and give it some jump jets at the very least. Maybe downgrade one of its weapons slightly.
Receiving you.
Right, Decker can also sensor lock, so why don't you scout actually? Just gonna do a regular move right there. And prepare yourself. Unknown vehicle. Give me a sensor lock on the vehicle.
Warden, we have an intruder alert. All combat units, prepare to repel hostile.
You just figured that out. What's over here? More turret generators. Alright, so we destroyed 2 of the generators. They really should have had these. Well, yeah, right, because it's designed for people not escaping, not people not entering.
Good to go.
Alright, so you're gonna go take a shot at one of the vehicles. Just jump in, surprise the hell out of him, and take him out immediately.
This is becoming a target-rich environment.
Alright. It has 180, 230. We can do 40, 80. We can't take it down, so we'll just have to hit it. Nice and hard.
Show me your war.
It's down.
That one's gone.
I'm glad I shot everything I had at it.
I hear ya.
We don't know if these vehicles are... It's a bulldog, right. Hold on. It's all direct fire. We have no idea what these are, though. We'll still be in sensor, but not visual range of that vehicle.
Uh-huh.
I'm glad I did this. I'm glad I split them off to be a party over on this side. Now they're... Oh, shoot. We got turrets, too. Yeah, we can have Bulldog up before it gets a chance to see anything. And then the heavy mech's gonna burst through. Well, actually, the heavy mech's gonna probably burst to the other side. See, that's the advantage of jump jets here, because we jumped when we did. Now we're in a very good position to, like, destroy buildings, reduce movement of spines, and provide cover. Damage. Yeah, we want cover. We always want cover when we can get it. So we're gonna use the buildings we just destroyed as cover. Shoot this guy with an LRM-5 before he knows what hits him.
Engaging target.
What hits him? What hits them? Before they know what hits them. Gotta practice neutral pronouns. It's hard to break habits, you know. It's hard to break habits. I used to be one of those people who said you guys for a group of people. It was just kind of a thing in California for a while. I've been retraining to try to say y'all. Usually I do say y'all, but I often will gender people male by default, I'm finding. And I want to, by default, label them gender neutral. So since there are people with straight up they pronouns in the game. It's the turrets. We gotta take out those generators. Alright, we have a priority now of taking out those turret generators. Because Medusa, glamorous as you are,
I'm under heavy fire here.
you are under heavy fire. So we're gonna have to depend on Decker to do their best to take out this vehicle. It's a dangerous move. What's the likeliness to hit? Yeah, you gotta take this guy out. Nice. Those two might actually do it.
I copy.
That might do the job. Come on! Yes! Alright. We did the job.
One more.
So our flanks are safe for now. We gotta focus on turrets. I think that trebuchet can handle any vehicles. These all seem to be direct fire. Okay, that's the front door and I gotta go deal with that, excuse me.
It's so weird. We're here, and Mommy's gone. I'm so not prepared to be dealing with adult stuff. You remember my sister, Emma?
Yeah, I remember she used to walk around here all bougie and stuck up.
Yep, that's her.
You're a full-on agent of chaos.
There is such a thing as too much family. Welcome home, then.
Alright, what those hyenas are doing on the screen seems a little inappropriate for children, but you know, it's just a Discovery Channel, kids. That's nature. You can smell each other's butts and crotches. Sorry, kitties. I had to tell you. Somebody had to do it. Alright.
Waiting for orders.
Yeah, so... do we sit still? No, we got piloting. An evasive movement. We never sit still with these guys. It's better to sit still than have... it's better to move than to have cover, probably, yeah. But we need... oh, that's right, we need to shoot the facilities. Should we just run for it? I think we should just run for it. No. Bad idea, friendo. We're just a little bit too far away to get a shot on the generators if we move. But we gotta move, so... here we go. Here's our best.
Taking the high road.
Generators remain the priority. We need to take those turrets out before they destroy us. You can't, so you're gonna take out the vehicle before it destroys us.
Tell me what to shoot.
Yeah, you heard it. It's still fine, though. Unfortunately.
Aye, aye.
Alright. You can get an eye on the generators. Somebody needs to. So you're gonna jump into the forest. You're gonna jump down. Jeez, you really can't shoot the generators from there at all. Alright. You gotta take out a generator, if you can. Proving gates on either side are going to be your best point of entry in the complex. Blow them down and make your way inside, or jump the walls if your lance is capable of it. Your call. We're going to have to probably blow some of them down. But first we got to take out these. Overheat. You say fuck it. That's a lot of overheating. Can we not overheat? Can we do this without overheating? That's the most we can do. Alright. We'll take it.
Affirmative.
I don't think it'll destroy it. But it'll weaken it for somebody else. Because Yin's gonna come in there and Yin's gonna wreck the generators. Oh shit!
That shot went internal.
God damn! Alright, that's bad. We're gonna get creamed if we keep doing that. So do we take on the Bulldog or do we take down a generator? Well, the Bulldog already went. The turrets have yet to go. So we take down a generator. Can we shoot? We can only shoot with one weapon. So we'll have to take the weakened one.
Engaging target.
Please, no! God damn it! We need to get that Vindicator out. That's a striker. Oh, you're lucky. You need to get out of there.
Hold it.
You need to get out of there now, Medusa.
I've been sensor locked.
Yeah, with all the sensor locking, evasion's not going to be as useful.
I've been sensor locked.
That's right. So we do want to stick to the trees wherever possible, because we're going to have to just button down and shoot at them for a while. With all these, they have too many turrets.
Yes, Commander. Moving out.
Keep moving. Keep getting closer. Focus on... Can you use the vehicle without overheating? You can definitely destroy a generator, or I'm a little more worried about vehicles right now. No, just heck, throw it in. We're in a bad situation. Yes! Okay, you one-shotted the striker, good.
Vehicle trashed.
Don't underestimate vehicles, they can punch. Some of the bigger ones can punch. Like, look at that, they're really pounding the Vindicator. Medusa has got to get out of there.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Alright, you get yourself into a forest. If you can. That's priority 1. Priority 2 is destroying turret generators. Priority 2 is destroying vehicles, and priority 3 is destroying turret generators. Alright. You're gonna multi-attack. Alright. And then you're gonna fire at this one. So... A is 19. Fire like that.
No problem. I've got enough guns for everyone.
That'll definitely destroy one. We can use that as cover too. That destroyed some turrets. Alright, good. We got a turret out.
Orders?
Oh wow, you can long shot the turret generators. That is what you should do.
Roger that.
Split fire? Of course you can't. Gunnery and tactics, that's what we need in a trebuchet. Well, you have tactics. Oh, but you have evasive. We need gunnery and tactics in you. Alright. Because I could really use the gunnery to split fire right now. If I can have a big ass gun with this thing. Here comes the trebuchet to my fucking aid. Well, at least there was a... Oh, sorry, my fudging aid. The ones who may be watching. Do as I do, not as I... Do as I say, not as I do. Wee-giga! Oh, poor Medusa.
Damage minimal.
Damage minimal, thank goodness. I'm gonna hit from that thing gonna wreck you. Alright. So, what can you shoot right now? Can you shoot... You can shoot a lot of things, actually. So why don't you just stand still to get bulwark? Because it's as good as a forest? You can only shoot one thing though. Oh, or well, if we move you, you can shoot multiple things. If you're gonna move, you might as well get a little evasion, right? You know, it gives you direct fire to everyone. Well, they want to use turrets, you go be a turret. Okay, well, that was the problem with that, though, is now we have to shoot this, but... 231, this isn't going to pierce it. We could take something out quicker by shooting a turret generator. Because we can do maybe, like...
Engaging target.
30 to 40 damage to it. Well, they only do 4 each. It's not that much. Oh, my Vindicator's getting pummeled.
That shot got past my armor.
Alright. Get out of there.
Losing armor.
Alright, this is kind of epic. He's in a race against the turrets now. It's better to move and have cover. So you're gonna actually go after the other vehicle now. I'm gonna turn your back to somebody. And maybe get up a little too close for it to have a good shot at you. And you can fire everything, which is exactly as you should do. I doubt you'll kill it. But you did damage it. Especially since you don't have your main gun anymore.
Good to go.
So do you attack the turrets or do you attack the vehicle? Enforce its position. They can sensor lock. Well, they can't sensor lock all of us. Well, then you should stand still. And become the more appealing target. Oh, I can't even shoot it. Well then, let's just commit. Let's commit to fighting this thing. No, you won't take it down either. Alright, then how about we split attack? Everything we can to that, and then one to that guy just because we can. And fire.
You get a headshot, and you get a headshot.
I love glitch. Alright, it's not bad. You can finish it off. Structure's exposed. Nice. A few more good hits and it's out.
Commander?
Right, Decker. Well, we don't care about direct fire. You're in a trebuchet. So you move there,
Roger.
make yourself as scarce as possible, and shoot everything you got, everything you can that isn't a medium laser at this thing. And it'll probably blow up now. Good! Another turret blew up, so this entire left side, free of turrets, it just got that one vehicle. Cool, this mission's starting to finally go our way. Bulldog's moving to keep pummeling it on the damage side. It missed with this big weapon though. It missed with the large laser. Oh god. The LRM-10 got blowed.
Critical hit.
The Vindicator is... We're hemorrhaging money over there. Look, if we're gonna be privateers for the Oregon Reach. Now you jump. Because now we don't care so much. But you also make yourself as little of a target as possible. You fire those LRM-5s straight into the front armor and blow it to hell up. Oh, it didn't blow it up, but it did hurt it. There we go. Now somebody's after the Shadowhawk. Good. Leave the Vindicator alone. Doesn't even have its worst weaponry anymore. Probably why they're not attacking it. So I can shoot that thing, but I can't shoot the thing right in front of me. That's frustrating. Well, then I'll be a trebuchet. I'll keep retreating and firing really long shots all the way from across the map at something I can't even see. With like 30 LRMs. The trebuchet. Okay, the trebuchet is officially the most vaporwave medium mech in existence. It literally sits at the back of the battlefield, just calmly throwing missiles at people. Yeah, it needs gunnery and tactics. Oh shit. Oh, and you got close. Well, that means I can punch you now. Shoot you with a bunch of medium lasers. Oh, that's the other thing, gunnery, so it can keep doing indirect fire even while it's under assault. It needs gunnery and it needs tactics. Yeah. That's the optimal configuration here. Okay, the Bulldog's dead. We still got work to do though, lads. Okay, you could take an indirect shot at that thing. What do you have left? You have actually quite a bit of stuff left. We'll just move up then on this thing and blow it up. Make sure it's dead this time. And then we'll either blow our way through the doors or jump them. Free the prisoners. Overheat alert? Well then take off the medium laser. There we go.
Acknowledged.
Overheating at these Arctic temperatures though, that's not great. Imagine if we were in better temperatures. The Vindicator is not the best scout. It needs to be far back. Or we need to arm it very differently. I think probably we're going to need to arm it differently. Yeah, Shadowhawk. You just run down there. You don't mind making yourself a target because you haven't taken a lot of punishment. The Vindicator has and is more exposed. And then you try to destroy the turret generator so we don't even have to deal with that crap. Stop firing that, save the ammo, and fire.
Tell me what to shoot.
Good. Now all the turrets are down. That's what happens when you design a prison that's meant to keep people in and stop them from escaping, not, you know, keep people out. That's what happens when you store. This is a very bad way to store political prisoners, I have to say. Probably works most of the time. I mean, they weren't expecting the Hail Mary of a fucking highly, you know, medium, or a full medium lance dropping in on them. Full medium, no light mechs in this lance at all. It's just medium, 3 mediums and 1 heavy. It's 1 more heavy mech and it'd be a medium heavy lance. It's like a medium light heavy. Or medium, like.
I'm showing minor damage.
This is a medium heavy lance. The next, if we had another heavy, then it'd be a medium assault lance. I don't know, a medium assault lance. A medium heavy lance. So one's a heavy medium lance and one's a medium heavy lance. So this would be a medium heavy lance.
I copy.
Dropping in, and then if we got another heavy, then it would be a heavy medium lance. I guess, I don't know. I wish I could split fire. Decker, you are the wrong person to pilot this mech. And so is Trailblazer. We need gunnery and tactics. That, I guess that's Pigpen is going to have to be gunnery and tactics, isn't he? Alright, you need to actually go calm down and stop overheating. So you just go over here, because you have tactics. You can now just stand somewhere, not move so much, try to get a sensor lock on somebody, and then just brace while everybody gets in position. Alright, we need the whole lance here, so we need to start shooting up those doors.
Got it.
Save ammo though, don't use AC5s because we can mostly jump the thing. Save your ammo, just fire lasers. Even if it takes forever. Hey! Hey, Sabine! Welcome to High Strategy with me, HyenaGirl64. I am playing Battletech, as you can see, and as you are probably aware because I did announce that on Facebook. Can we get any further? No. Hey, Flair! There we go, my number one fan, Flair, has showed up. Hey, Flair. Alright, we'll waste some... No, I don't want to waste LRMs on the fucking thing. We're gonna have to, though. We're gonna have to blow it up. But we have plenty of medium lasers here. I'm new here, so I did not know the announcement. Oh, really? So, Sabine, I announce on Twitter, usually, that I'm going live, and I usually announce what game I'm playing. I might have forgotten. Sometimes I do that. Oh, yes, you lost a small laser? We do not care about you losing a small laser, so you move over there.
Coordinates received.
Oh, can I explain the game a little bit? Flair asks. Okay. So this is a game of mech combat, of tactical mech combat. You are that has a persistent squadron mechanic. I see. Thanks, Sabine. Oh, they only have 100. Whatever. So basically, I'm piloting mechs. I'm a mech commander, and I'm commanding these mechs to blow things up for me.
What do you need?
Since I'm a mercenary company, they're blowing things up so that I can make some money. Well, so we can all make money because we're a company together. But like, I pay them a salary, whereas it's my business, you know. Just the laser. Save the ammo. So, what we're doing in this game right now, so the way it works is that the mechs, you can build them. They have specific parts here that each have armor and structural values. And once the armor gets blown up, the parts are taking structural values. Weaponry is actually placed in the parts, so as you can see here, my left arm has a medium laser on this mech. So if his arm blew off, I'd lose control of the medium laser. There can be ammo explosions, stuff like that, you know. Stuff you might expect from a military simulator game. Like this.
Engaging jump jets.
And then you're commanding them, and, you know, there's lore in the universe, like, there's only one, you tend to send mechs in groups of 4 called lances. It's kind of arbitrary that you do that, but that's the typical scale of this game. You just sprint up, get into position. We're gonna storm the base.
Moving out.
Okay, the quick draw is gonna head it up. So you move in slowly and carefully. So basically, like, they have sides. If you're shooting them from the side, it tends to hit the side. If you're shooting from the back, that's the only way you get hit in the back. They have weapons. They can do things like brace themselves for impact. They can melee attack, like you can mecha punch somebody. Then the pilots have abilities like sensor lock. All these are abilities to do things. So, and the different mechs because of, well, so the thing is that this game's, the tabletop version of this game, Sabine, this is originally a tabletop game of the same name called Battletech. It's been around since the 80s, basically. And,
Holding here.
This game is very complicated, I should say, on pen and paper. Having played it on pen and paper before, it's very complicated. And as it is, as a result of how complicated it is,
Aye, aye.
you don't really want to have that many mechs because it'll take forever to play the game. Now, and the way that this game is set up right now, each mission typically takes me an hour. So if I had more than 4 mechs, the game would get a little crazy. You can play with more mechs in the base game. There's just point limits, and they could theoretically expand this game to let you play like with a giant army of mechs, but they fight a bit differently as an army than as a small elite unit, and as mercenaries it makes more sense for you to be a small elite unit, And granted, this is a squadron of vehicles, not a squadron of people. So each of these mechs is the equivalent of an entire platoon of people's worth of firepower in this universe. So this is like 4 platoons. Like this is a small company, basically. That's why they're called mech companies. So 4 mechs is basically the equivalent in terms of military size groups of a company, and a few companies form a division. So like a division of mechs would be like 12 to 60 mechs. You know, that's a full division. And a division is like the next thing higher than a division in terms of military companies would be an army. So an army of these mechs would be as small as like a little over 60 mechs to as large as 300 mechs, basically. Like 300 mechs would be a full army, equivalent to like the army of the United States of America in this game would probably be the large size of having an army of maybe having being able on its income to support 3 armies of mechs, let's say. 3 medium-sized armies. So that would be, it'd be 1,000 mechs. But if you think about that, the American army today is 1 million men, right? Each of these mechs would probably have 5 back-end people supporting it, but that means that you'd only have like 1,000 active duty personnel, maybe 2,000 for rotation, active duty personnel for these mechs. You know, in the entire United States of America, the entire army would be 2,000 people. And then there'd be people driving vehicles and people in you know, military companies and stuff like that, because this universe is relatively high-powered. But, you know, each of these would be like an Abrams tank. You know, a squadron of Abrams tanks is a lot of firepower and a large chunk of America's tank divisions. A lot of men and women would use their jobs. While you're right, Sabine, I do need to point out that those men and women would lose their jobs shooting people. So, you know, there's a give and take there. Anyhow, let's get on with our game rather than such political subjects. Not that I mind politics on this channel, but at some point I have to remember to actually play the game.
Here we go.
Alright. Why did I have to send in the really damaged mech first? Okay, the prison is ours. All directorate personnel to action station, gods damn it. There's multiple gods. This is not a drill. This is the future. Looks like we've got more company. I'm seeing heat signatures coming online in the prison mech bay. The warden must have held a Lancer reserve. Okay, so this is actually... Suddenly it turns out it isn't just armies. We're not just fighting, right, a group of vehicles. That's what we thought the job was. Vehicles and turrets. We took them out, we took the prison, and now we hear there's an entire lance of mechs coming at us. Probably not very good mechs. But this is bad because Medusa here is very damaged and should probably flee from this battle. But we have the quick draw now to just run up and protect our friend here. And I'm going to have the quick draw get close to the water. But I'm not to get into politics. They would have to keep cafeteria staff and engineering specialists. Yes, they would. And in fact, each of these mechs would require significantly more engineers and logistics people than one. Would also require the kind of logistics of, you know, a full like platoon. You know. Do you have them? Are they in your sensor range? One of them is. Go tag them. While you're sitting in the back, stay outside the gates and go tag one of their mechs. Alright, we got a mech tag. What is it? It's a trebuchet. And we immediately lost the tag. Okay, that's a Jenna. Oh boy. So now we're gonna have to fight a full lance with one of our units severely damaged. So Medusa's gonna have to stay nearby.
Receiving.
But I want Medusa to... What are you shooting at? I don't want you shooting at that. This time, though, we don't have some of the problems we were having before. When we were outside of sensor lock, ruining our evasion tactics. So we're gonna fire our long-range missiles at this Jenner and see what happens. Oh my god, look, it has 80 armor? It's got a ton of weaponry, but it has no armor at all. This thing's gonna just crumple.
I copy.
Well, yeah, so like in the full version of the game, Sabine, of BattleTech, they actually have infantry combat, and you can have a squadron or a platoon of infantry, basically, on the ground, covering, and they take about the same amount of space as a mech. In fact, the mechs can run into them and try to squish them with their feet while those people, like, shoot up at them from the ground. Yeah. The mechs are just, I mean, they're armored combat units. They're just really good at certain kinds of work, and we're doing that work right now, which is they hit fast well, and they hit mobile well. And we are nothing if not fast and mobile. So do we want to just indirect fire this Jenner to death? Nah, let's go direct. Let's take it out fast if we can.
Don't need to tell me twice.
Like, if we can focus fire on this Jenner and take it down before it, like, severely injured before it gets close. Because Jenner's, this one, look at how decked out it is. 4 medium lasers and SRM4. That's as heavily kitted out as, like, my Vindicator here. Right? Like, the Vindicator has more damage, clearly, but, like, the Blackjack's not that much more heavily armed. Yeah, I'm pretty slow in calculating, too, but, well, kind of. It depends what mood I'm in. And if I'm in a bad mood, I have a tendency to make mistakes. Or if I'm in a certain mood, I tend to make mistakes. And I tend to be in that mood when I'm playing this game, as could be shown by my previous thing. Ooh, right leg destroyed. It's gonna fall over, and its jump jets are destroyed. Okay, so because they're mechs, they're on 2 legs, and if you destroy a leg, it falls over, and then it has to kind of just drag itself back around on 1 leg, which makes it really slow and an easy target. And we destroy jumped in, and it's on the ground. When it's on the ground, it's also a very easy target. And guess what? Guess who we have here? Decker is going to move wherever he will get the most pips. Just slightly move.
Location confirmed.
And then turn around, spin around, and fire your artillery. Just be a good mobile artillery unit. And look, now we get to choose where to shoot it. If you destroy the center torso of a mech, it's down. It's not going to be able to keep fighting. So we might take this Jenner out now.
Roger.
So you actually can build mechs in the regular game. Ooh, shit!
Can't let this prison fall.
We just killed that on the last missile. That just got cored. The fusion core the fusion reactor got blown up. Oh god, it's a Jaeger mech. That's a decent mech. That's a bit more of a problem. Woo! Jaeger mechs can shoot far. Look at this. Okay. It is a heavy mech. It has lots of guns. It's like that Blackjack I have. It's another mech I have, but bigger and better and with a ton of guns. That is not good. We don't like tons of guns. So we are going to have to move into the water. And we are going to take a shot. Which means this is going to be our weak turn before we become a mobile fire base. Because this mech's pilot has an ability that lets it take 50% damage when it doesn't move. We're going to fire everything. You know what? Fire the SRMs, even if they only have a 50% chance of hitting. And precision strike. Just do whatever you can to take this mech down immediately. Where's it got everything anyhow? Yeah, it's got ammo in its torsos, and the weapons are in its arms. So we want you to precision strike this guy. A leg would be great. Well, so actually, this game has different kinds of weapons. So, like, these medium lasers just do damage to one section. It's heat-based, and it causes a lot of heat in your mechs. And you gotta manage your heat, because if your mechs overheat, they start malfunctioning and they could die. Then you have short-range missiles and long-range missiles. Those are the explosives we talked about. The problem is that they tend to scatter all over the armor plating, so they won't often just penetrate a mech. If you're lucky, there's other weapons, like with a really good laser hit, you might penetrate the armor and damage an important internal component, like, you know, the ammo for the AC-5 that's over here. And if you hit the ammo, then there will be an ammo explosion inside the mech, which could hurt the pilot, knock it over, even blow up its center torso in a chain reaction. So, you know, you want to hit it with everything you can. So there we go, see? Now I blew off its right arm, and I got an ammo explosion, just like I was talking about. It blew up its right torso, and it lost nearly half of its weaponry in one shot, because it did a called shot to its torso. Like, look at that! It literally lost half its guns in one attack. You'll notice that some attacks didn't hit where I was shooting. That's because missiles are going to spread out throughout the mech. They're more likely to hit the mech somewhere, usually. I mean, they're about as likely to hit the mech somewhere, but since each missile has an independent roll to see if it hits, they will tend to do more consistent damage to the mech, but they will tend to also hit in different places in the armor with each hit. Because not only do they roll a different roll to hit, they also have, they each hit a different section, potentially. There's a random chance of hitting each section around here. And by doing a precision strike, we increase the chance of hitting, the right torso, and we blew up the AC-5 ammunition, blew up half its weaponry, and just saved us a full turn of taking those many guns on our squadron. Which means you are going to shoot next and try to finish the job. You're going to move, because you got big-ass guns on your mech. And if I can take this Jaeger mech out in, like, one turn... Oh, you're very unlikely to hit, though. Oh well, just fire.
Target acquired.
Ugh, that wasn't great. But it's unsteady now. It lost its evasion, which means the next shooter is going to be able to punch it a bit really hard. Their trebuchet. Their version of that's the exact same mech as the one we're using.
Commander.
So you gotta keep moving. Jaeger mechs are long-range mechs as well. So you won't be able to hit with everything at it. Yes, exactly, Sabine. The explosives will go off. That's exactly what happened. Oh, damn it, you have to shoot one person. Well, obviously you're shooting this one if you have that good a chance of hitting. Fire. I'm not sure what the effective cover is exactly. Let me check. Makeshift is poorly maintained. Well, no longer they're falling apart.
Roger that.
So you just had a bunch of these, like, sitting around in storage, and they just got dragged out, basically. So, are their pilots any good? Their pilots are actually pretty decent, surprisingly enough.
Waiting for orders.
Now we start using our jump jets to gain the advantage again. Can you get any closer? Yes.
No sweat.
Yeah, exactly. There are different weapons that I don't have access to yet later in the game. These are the basic weapons. An AC-5 shoots a armor-penetrating explosive shell, and the number on it is the caliber. An LRM-10 shoots a standard-sized long-range missile, and it shoots 10 of them per shot. A medium laser is a medium-sized laser. It's the most basic weapon, and it does 25 damage when it hits, but it builds up heat. It can really... You can see the heat bar. If it goes over this, the mech will start taking structural damage, even if it's on every section, even if his armor hasn't been shot off.
Firing everything I've got.
Sorry, I'm not very good at explaining rules, just so you know. There we go! Oh my god!
Should
We got it intact? Are you kidding me? Y'all, okay, this is a heavy mech. We just blew up its ammunition and the exploding ammunition killed the pilot or injured the pilot and the whole thing fell over. But we didn't actually core it. We didn't destroy the mech. We just destroyed its like shoulders basically. And the ammo explosion skill, which means that when we end this battle, we will get to salvage this mech. We might even get the entire mech, and then we'll be a heavy medium, or a medium heavy medium. We'll be a medium heavy mech lance instead of a medium lance like we are now. A high end of medium lance mech like we are now. So, do you have a clear shot? You do have a clear shot from there. You have an advantage if you stand still. You gain 50% damage reduction if you stand still. You're in water. Water helps us cool down, as is the Arctic environment. So we're in freezing cold water. And we're just going to fire everything we have of this guy into his side. Ooh, we could precision strike again. We're going to do it. We're going to precision strike. Where are we going to shoot him? This time, he doesn't have the same kind of ammo. We're going to shoot his leg because we're shooting from the side. If we shoot the leg hard, we can knock him down. Yeah. They're a Hellfire kind of. They're cluster missiles. Well, they're not cluster missiles. They're each individual missiles, but they fire as a group in a cluster. They go, and then like a cluster of them go and shoot the target. And they can be fired directly or indirectly over obstacles.
All weapons committed.
Alright. Dispose the structure, but we did not take out the leg. For the Oregon people! What? Oh yeah! Okay. So, Princess Kamea here. High Lady Kamea here. Well, she's not princess anymore. She's High Lady. High Lady Kamea here has come in and is now shooting the mech. Just charged through the wall of the fucking prison like the Kool-Aid man. Oh god, it's a Centurion. These are all medium mechs. These are all... They're makeshift, but they're all mediums. This is a serious battle we're in here. Okay, you're starting to run a little low on LRM ammunition, but keep going. So you just keep pacing back and forth and firing missiles when you can. Even if they're very unlikely to hit. Nah, I don't like how unlikely they are to hit when you're low on ammunition. So you're just gonna... You're not even within sensor range, my friends. Ugh. Wish you could undo the move.
Waiting for orders.
I'm still worried. This mech could go down if we're not careful. So you gotta keep moving. You gotta stay far away. Well, the trebuchet's actually advantaged far away. Alright. You're gonna fire everything you got at this guy.
Acknowledge.
Nice. Structure exposed on the arm. They're makeshift. They're... Understand that if we were fighting regular army units, we would not be doing this good. They'd be evenly matched with us. They're handicapped with makeshift.
Waiting on you, Commander.
And most of the people we've been fighting have been handicapped with makeshift. So once we get past this part of the game, the battles are going to get significantly more difficult. Alright, you go like that, and then you're going to fire into the other side of the Centurion. Now, by splitting fire from two sides instead of concentrating, the Centurion will last longer. Kind of like a battleship in battleship combat. So we're actually going to try splitting our fire here. Because this person has an ability to split fire, and split fire like this, just to add some stability damage to Centurion and maybe get it unsteady.
Got it.
Alright. Cool. Ooh, that was penetrating too. You can tell because the numbers were orange. Right, here comes the trebuchet. This is the thing I'm a little worried about. Oh, it's in the water. Oh no. But that's why you have bulwark, so you can just stand there in the water and not have to worry about evading. However, now I want you to get closer. I want you to jump into the water. Maximize your evasion and fire everything you have at the trebuchet now. If the trebuchet wants to die, it can die. Yeah, that's not worth the shot. This is though. Let's no more conserving ammo. Why is it? Oh, this actually tells you why. So, inspired, long range, target moved, and the target is not very big. You can see how detailed it gets. Like, it's telling you why. Weapon accuracy, arm mounted. It's just a very accurate weapon. I guess, lasers are pretty accurate weapons then. So lasers will tend to hit better than other things. It's also good to know. LRM-15 crit. These vehicles' whole point is having 2 LRM-15s. If we blow up 2 of them, then it won't matter anymore. So Kamea here, though, is just going crazy on this on the trebuchet, right in the back. Did you see what happened? Just blew off its shoulder from the back. Yeah, this game's fantastic. This is why I love this game. Oh, you like Total War games? I do those too. I did Warhammer 2 not too long ago, but I got kind of bored with it. So that's why I'm doing this game. And then this game came out and I want to play it. And that's why I'm doing this one. It has some of the Total War aspects because after this, we're going to go to a campaign map that lets us go from battle to battle, which is kind of a little like Total War, but it's not an RTS, so point there. So you're going to shoot at the Centurion for all it's worth. I think that Trebuchet is increasingly becoming not a threat. Even though it was guarded, so maybe that was a waste, but... Oh, why you gotta be so enthusiastic, Princess? That's not how this company fights. Alright, you're just gonna move like this. You're gonna get closer, because we need to actually... You're getting too far away from the battle to be useful support. So... Which is most likely to hit? Which is most likely to do something significant. That. Yeah, fire.
Engaging with target.
There goes indirect fire missiles. Unsteady in the water. In the tabletop game, Rome 2 Shogun, Napoleon, and Empire. Did you ever play the old ones though before Medieval 2?
What can I do for you?
Like, did you ever play Rome in Medieval 2? Because to me, like, that's like the newer ones are great, but to me, Total War will always be the pre-Empire Total War games before Sega took over. Which is not me being a hipster. I like the new ones. A lot of them were good, and I felt that Empire was kind of a sign of them failing as a company. Like, Creative Assembly started to fall apart. In my opinion, Empire was not as good as it should have been, and had some kind of weird ideas. And then, yeah. And then, what's the other one called? Yeah, Rome 2, I liked Rome 2, I liked Rome 2, but I found it got boring after a while for me. Attila was a bit more fun, but that was around the time I was kind of getting out of Total War, and I've only now started to get back in with Warhammer 2. Warhammer 1, they were doing weird things with settlements and stuff, and I don't know, it wasn't my speed exactly, but if you liked it, more powerful to you. I mean, like, to each their own. Alright, you are going to split... No, you're not going to split fire. You're just going to shoot everything you got at this guy because... Wow, you only have 36 armor and 100 left. We don't need to fire everything. Let's conserve... No, we actually need everything, just in case.
All weapons committed.
This is probably going to destroy this trebuchet. Yeah, there goes the trebuchet. It's down.
Mech destroyed.
Another mech is down. Oh, yeah. If you play with mods on Total War, then I get it. One of the reasons I like the older Total War games... Oh my god, Lady Kamea, what the hell have you done? She just ran up behind that mech and then fired every gun she had blat 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 at close range. Like, she's fucking out of control right now. What has she got? Like, guts and piloting here? Is she gonna punch that mech in the back? I mean, I'm all for it, honestly. Like, you're inspiring the fuck out of me right now, but like, maybe coordinate with us so we actually hit something and kill the mech. Alright, you're gonna overheat if you fire that. Let's save on the LRMs then, since they're low on ammo.
Engaging with target.
I can't wait for more DLC for this game, by the way. But, yeah, I do enjoy Total War. I liked the mods for Rome 1 and Medieval 2 better, and that's when I was really into the game. Empire had some mods that were interesting, but after a while I just got more into the Paradox strategy games because I felt like they scratched most of the itch I got out of Total War without having all the repetitive, like, oh, these battles aren't challenging things. That's one reason I like Warhammer, actually. Warhammer, I feel like you never have that middle section where everything's boring. Like, it's just always interesting. Great. That's just great. This Centurion, well, it's lost an arm on this side.
Special delivery!
Nice, those to the legs. Oh, yeah. So I like Europa Universalis. I'm playing Stellaris as well right now. I'm playing as robots for the first time. This game is also published by Paradox. That's one of the reasons I think I like it so much. So it's just turn-based strategy on top of... It's turn-based on top of turn-based, if that makes sense. It's a turn-based strategy game with like a high-level thing going on. So we're just using up all our ammunition on our mechs. Look at... Oh, ooh, head hit. That's the other nice thing about shooting missiles, is that there's a chance you might just randomly hit the head, and no matter how much damage you do, if you hit the mech in the head, it does pilot damage, as long as you did, like, above a certain baseline. So, on your shot. So... Right, this guy's gonna have to move. Let's just move up real close and just give it a taste of hell. As long as Kamea's doing it, let's do it from the other side. Let's screw this mech up to hell and back.
Engaging target.
Look at this shit. Like, she's coming in and shooting it from behind, I'm shooting it from the front. Like, it's kind of wasteful because we should all be shooting it from the same side, but we're making it unsteady a lot rather than killing it. Oh, she's going to finish the job now. She's going to shoot it in the back. She's going to back up and shoot it straight in the back with everything she's got. Oh god, it's still alive. That Centurion is really taking a beating. Oh, it's going into the water to cool down. That's a pretty decent shot on this quick draw. But I think my quick draw is better at everything than you right now, especially since you lost an arm.
Good to go.
You gotta keep moving backwards. I think it's gunning for the Vindicator because the Vindicator's damaged. Yeah, I think it's gunning for the Vindicator because the Vindicator's damaged. Oh, also, hi, sweetie. Hi there. Good girl. Good girl. Sorry, I like doing that to the audience sometimes. Alright. Do we... Actually, let's... You know what? Let's be greedy. Let's be greedy. Well, we already have a Centurion. No. Just go for the kill.
Confirmed.
Oh, come on. You could have hit that thing.
Negative damage.
That would have finished it off, possibly. Had your chance. Missed with a precision strike.
Good to go.
Alright. Should I even move? Yes, I should, so I don't become a target. So Shadowhawk's gonna Shadowhawk. I call the Shadowhawk, by the way, Sabine, the Batman of my mechs. Because of the way that it fights. So this is going to use up probably the rest of its ammunition, LRM ammunition. But it's the last enemy mech, I think. Yes! It's down. Pilot is down, cord the mech.
Did you see it?
And mission is over with minimal damage. Thanks for assist, Lady Rano. I'll have Samir bring us down for the victory celebration. There will be no celebrating, not after what I saw out there. Gods, Darius, the things the director has done to these people. Kamea, I need you to meet in the prison hospital right now. Ooh, Stellaris, Crusaders, Kings, 2, Hearts of Iron. Well, if you can handle those games, you could probably, like, this one's a very complicated game. I wouldn't recommend it for everyone. But I get if you like real-time better. Yeah, so I'm also playing Stellaris right now if you're interested in watching. I'm not playing as Hyenas, though. What is it? Better that you see for yourself, and Kamea, prepare yourself. This isn't going to be easy.
Mission successful.
And this is when we meet our main baddies and our main mission in this RPG. Because this is actually kind of a tactical RPG game, by the way, Sabine. It's kind of more like XCOM, if you're familiar with XCOM, and how it plays. So we just got a bunch of money. Plays reptiles a lot. Nice. Excellent, Commander. It is right to put my faith in you. You're a critical part of the restoration effort. Yeah, so this game plays like a more complicated XCOM. That'd be my best description of it. It's XCOM, but way more complicated, and you don't cycle through people nearly as quickly. If you are, you're gonna lose. Like, look at all the kills. 2 vehicles on the Vindicator, 2 mechs on the Shadowhawk, 1 mech on the Hit Quick Draw, 1 mech, and 3 vehicles in the Trebuchet. This Trebuchet, in my opinion, was the MVP. Although, Medusa did really well getting hammered, losing an arm. Alright, so... Oh god, no, we did core the Jaeger mech. Oh, I was hoping... Okay, the music decided to have gunshots. That's great. Do we have any special weapons sitting around? Anything tasty that I can't buy? There's AC-10 ammo. I don't really care about AC-10 ammo or large lasers. We didn't lose an LRM-10 on that mission. We did... What did we lose? Like a small laser, I think, even. We didn't really lose anything of note. So I guess we'll salvage mech pieces. Why not? Mech pieces are good because if you get 3, you get a mech. So if you kill 3 mechs and you salvage their pieces, you get a mech free. And as you can see, this is a $7 million value of mechs. Even if we don't use them, we can at least sell the mechs for a ton of money. And there we go. We also got an AC-5, medium laser of the random salvage. Got a 16-item salvage. Nice. So we are now through the tutorial section, basically. This game doesn't even let you... The planned update to let you skip the actual tutorial doesn't let you skip the time you're with the Leopard. I think we might actually get the new ship now.
By the time our forces found him, it was too late.
Here we go.
I'm sorry, Kamea.
Okay, I'm gonna stop the music for a second.
Here. All this time.
So that guy, Mastiff, was the guy who died in the tutorial mission, for those of you not here. The other, our mentor who is supposed to have died. Yes, as interesting as mercenaries who do enjoy money. You're about to see why. But, this is a dramatic scene, because they find him half dead from being tortured in a Directorate concentration camp. This is about as serious as the game has gotten so far for me, this moment. It touched me enough that in my other game, I renamed my company Mastiff's Mercenaries. There we go, now we're back into the game, and let's put music on. Even though this is a somber scene, let's go back to our Vaporwave. Kamea, I'm so sorry. I know how much Mastiff meant to you. He was a friend and mentor to us both. He was more than that. The old man was like a second father to me, and my uncle condemned him to waste away on this rock, to die, wretched and broken, in agony. Your story shouldn't end like this. Nobody should. I knew Siraju longer than either of you. I'll avenge him. I promise you that. Your cousin did this, Lady Victoria. She told him she'd make him suffer. That. There's no coming back from what I've witnessed here today. The scale of the Directorate's cruelty is unimaginable. What they've done here is monstrous. It's inhuman. Our intel was wrong, Alexander. The icebox isn't a prison, it's a meat grinder. Gods, my own family is behind this. And what's left of mine has chosen to look the other way. It isn't an easy thing to wrap your head around, but try to remain focused. Things suddenly got serious, as you can see. Politics will enter the game. We've just liberated the director's hostages. With a single blow, you've shattered your uncle's hold on the founding houses. Those guys we care about. The prisoners you've set free are already calling you the Sword of Restoration. We need to spread this message all the way to Coromadir, to galvanize your supporters and weaken Espinosa's popularity there. Galvanize your supporters. I like the sound of that. Espinosa stole the throat at gunpoint. How much popularity could he have? Yep. I'm a pirate. Yar. My background, by the way, of my character in this game is that Whrein is a pirate. A space pirate. Or was. Yeah, I used to play a lot of FPS games. And action games myself when I was younger, but I don't really like the online communities of those games, and the whole point of those games eventually is to go multiplayer. I like this because they have such good single player, and I don't have to worry about other people like ruining my fun basically by saying something horrible to me online. What did you expect? Remember that Espinosa's first priority was the centralization of power that meant a tremendous growth in resources and infrastructure on the throne world. The citizens of Coromadir enjoy fewer personal freedoms than they once did, but their lives have improved greatly in a material sense, and people will forgive a great deal for security and comfort. I don't know how comfortable they are, to be honest. With our victory in Weldry, we've all seen what happened to those who would not be bought or indoctrinated, those who refused to kneel before a tyrant. We know what became of the people who were made to disappear, and soon enough the entire Reach will know it too. Yeah, the momentum is on our side, Kamea. We need to take advantage of it. Kamea, you're right. This isn't a time for hand-wringing, but Alexander, you didn't see what I saw out there. On the other end of the battlefield, the war crews all hunched and broken, the graveyards, great fields of unmarked burial plots that stretch as far as the eye could see. Every time I blink, I see it. The misery that was allowed to fester here. As a pirate, I served some time in an Norwegian prison during your father's reign. It was no picnic, but it wasn't a gulag either. Yeah. It wouldn't have been... My father wouldn't have allowed it. Before my uncle's coup, the Norwegian Reach was better than this. I mute all mics when I play them and just kind of have my way because again... Yeah, no, it's true. I may actually get into it when Fallout 76 comes out. But, like, I tried playing some Overwatch for a while. It's just not my thing anymore. I prefer slower thinking games to, like, action games right now. That might change, and if that changes, I might stream action games for a while. You never know. Certainly, if it's a Bethesda game, I will stream it, because that will take hours to play. Or at least I'll consider it. But I kind of like having a theme here. It wouldn't have been... My father wouldn't have allowed it before my uncle's coup. The place is going to stay with these... This place is going to stay with these people for the rest of their lives. I'd do anything to be able to spare them that hurt, but I can't. Word of advice from an old veteran, Lady Narana? Focus on something you can do. Give us an order. Tell us to blow something up. Shit, use your imagination. The key is you do something, and you move on. Thank you, Chief Virtanen. You have a good crew, Whrein. I have a new assignment for you, and a reward for your service. The Argo appears on your view screen. She's in rough shape, but she appears to be space-worthy. For decades, the wreck site of the Argo was one of my father's most closely held secrets. When I sent you to retrieve her, I meant for her to serve a symbolic purpose, a sign of her birth and renewal. Emblazoned with the Urano cormorant for all to see. I was naive. This is a time for action, not symbols. And so, Whrein, I decided that she will be yours to command. The Argo will serve as your new home, and she will fly your mercenary banner. Lord Madeira will join you to act as my liaison, and in return, you will grow stronger, sharper, more flexible. You will hone your company to a razor's edge, one that I will hold to the Directorate's throat. In that case, congratulations, you've got yourself a navy. Sounds good to me, Lady Urano. We'll transition to the Argo directly. Guess it got a new ship. Here's hoping she doesn't fall apart on me. Let's do the Han Solo answer. Let's be ungrateful. I'm betting my life that she won't. Now please, Kamea, Go back to the triage tent and get those wounds looked at. The conditions here are beyond unsanitary. It'll be of no use to anyone if you're dying of tetanus. Our soldiers can tend to the wounded. We need you strong for the fight ahead. I will, Alexander, but not yet. I like how he insulted our facilities back to make a point to me. Assemble our people in the courtyard. There's something that I need to say. Oh boy, is it going to be another cutscene? Yeah, it is.
People of the Whrein Reach, I am Kamea Arano, and I have failed you. For 3 long years, Director Espinosa has imprisoned and starved and murdered our people. And where was I? Hiding in a palace.
Yeah, Leia is cool.
Light years away.
But this woman, Kamea, is amazing as well.
Planning.
She's a badass.
While the Directorate's secret police turned neighbor against neighbor, made your loved ones disappear, conscripted your children. I wasn't here. I didn't know. The crimes that I have witnessed here today are unforgivable. No doubt, Director Espinosa believes that the ends justify the means, that the Whrein Reach has been made strong. Well, I say that strength built on fear is brittle.
Yeah, Carrie Fisher was a
Directorate
badass.
is a paper tiger, and I declare this restoration today to rally the true strength of our people, our resilience, and our freedom. Let Weldry be a call to arms. Join us, and together we will liberate the founding houses and retake Cormadir. Not because it is my birthright, but because the Directorate's crimes against you, the Whrein people, will no longer be tolerated. That is what I fight for, and I vow to fight for your freedom.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a privateer for this lady. Because I do her dirty work. That's actually our job in this game, is to do her dirty work. She wants a ruthless, very efficient mercenary company that she doesn't want attached to her name, because then we'll just get destroyed. Because they're a guerrilla faction, so they're just arming and equipping us in exchange for favors. Here we go, and there's Dr. Farah Murad is back aboard. Oh, let me turn back on the music. Hello again, my mercenary friends. Before you officially take possession of the Argo, I wanted to introduce myself in person. We never really got a chance to meet properly on Axialis. There's a pirate moon we got the ship off of. So, hi, I'm Dr. Farah Murad, or just Farah, if you prefer. Dr. Murad. It's nice to meet you all face to face. Yeah, Doc, you too. I'm gonna call you Doc, by the way. You should probably go ahead and get used to it. It was impressive work you did, getting the Argo flying. Between you and me, I had my doubts. Honestly, I did too. You should have seen what the Argo's interior looked like after a couple hundred years of pirate occupation. Actually, I take that back. You'd seen what I saw. If you'd seen what I saw, you would never have wanted to set foot inside. Take it from me, the ship has been deloused from bow to stem, and every meter of her has been hosed down with industrial-grade disinfectant. The ship is clean enough to eat off, I swear it. Alright, so she's got a little PTSD going on about this ship. Especially Dr. Murad, I couldn't care less how clean this ship is. I lost a friend today. No, I'm not going to be a jerk. Thanks, Farah. I'm sure that we all appreciate it. Clean is good, space-worthy is better. You sure the Argo is ready for action? We'll be professional. Oh, absolutely. Oh, your puppy's an A-Rig German Shepherd mixed with blue tick healer? Oh. Well, hi, puppy. Hello. I love you. So, oh, absolutely. I mean, she's here, isn't she? All the way from Laerton, with nary a decompression event in sight. Assisted with the Oregon frontier, Laerton was formerly a Capellan garrison world lost after the Second Secession War. The population of Laerton is spread across 3 tropical moons of the system large gas giant. That's the place we assembled for this, to get the ship. Don't worry, Commander. I won't endanger my new crewmates by putting them on an unsafe ship. I've got professional standards to maintain. New crewmates? Do you know something we don't? Hang on a second, Doc. This is my company, and I just see who is and isn't on my crew. Hear that, Yang? We're finally getting a shipboard engineer. I'm gonna insult Yang. That's good, because I don't have a clue how anything on this boat works. Frankly, I'm amazed that Doc Murad managed to get her flying at all. Oh. Your puppy's adorable, Sabine. Honestly, I am too. Only a little because I'm very good at what I do, but it was kind of touch and go there for a while. Oh, and Darius, I'm sorry about all the shouting back on the Exilus. As it turns out, getting shot at by pirates puts me on edge. No hard feelings. None at all. Keep this beast flying and you can yell at me as much as you want. Hell, I'm used to it. Welcome to the family. You too, Lord Madeira. I never imagined we'd be working together, but I'm glad to have the opportunity. As am I, Mr. Oliveira. Over the years of our exile, Lady Arana told me a great deal about you and your company. All of it good. Even before the events of the coup, she knew about Markham's Marauders. Your assistant in her father's Flagelder campaign will not go unnoticed. It was really compelling, calling the world, and I guess I took it back. Welcome to the people who yell at me. Yes, I mean, that's kind of his job. Like, Darius's job is basically, he's the person who finds us contracts, basically. He's our connection to the Mercenaries Guild. Like, I'm in command, but he's basically my first in command and my quartermaster and warrant officer and stuff like that. So he's basically the warrant officer on the ship. Just as Dr. Yang over here is our ship engineer, our chief engineer. Though I guess Farad now is our chief engineer for the ship, and Yang is now our chief mech engineer. And then Sumair here is our navigator and pilot for the ship. So between us, we are between us the leaders of this mech company. It's a job, Lord Madeira. We only did what High Lord Tamati paid us to do. So it feels good to be appreciated and to know that someone out there still remembers Commander Markham's name. So this was a very honorable mercenary company that my pirate ass took over. You'll be a welcome addition to board the Argo, Lord Madeira, being remembered as the best that any mercenary can hope for. It's all very heartwarming, but I want to see my new ship. Being remembered is the best that any mercenary can hope for. I'm going to take a moment of silence. That's right, Commander Lancelot. And now you have everything that you need to build your own legacy. You remember Lady Arana's orders. While she prepares for our next major assault against the Directorate, you are to sharpen your company and grow strong. And now that you have a mobile command center worthy of the title, I suggest that you use it. I'll get you a fresh batch of contracts to look over, Haida. The whole Rimworld periphery is our oyster now. We won't be limited by debts or travel restrictions. Exciting times, I've got to say. Exciting doesn't begin to describe it. I'd rather go get in a fist fight with an Atlas than let us get trapped like that again. You're telling me we've been cooped up in one little patch of frontier for too damn long. Yeah. Origin loner. I'm right there with you, boss. It's gonna feel damn good to spread our wings. Speaking of which, shouldn't we go aboard our new ship? There's an absolutely enormous mech bay in there, and it's got my name written all over it. Damn right it does, Yang. Y'all heard him? Take your stations, everyone. We're free agents until Lady Arana calls for us. There's money to be made. Oh, yeah. Poor Chief. You have a cat named Master Chief? Oh, a dog named Leia Organa. So I actually used to have a golden retriever named Han Solo. We used to call him Solo. Yargo is not in good shape, Commander, but with time, money, and some of Chief Virtanen's technical resources, we can address most of the major problems, maybe even make this place nice again. I'll be an engineer if you want to know more. So our ship's all busted up. Lady Arana said she wanted us to get stronger. With these mech facilities, we finally have the resources to do that. Bring me scrap mechs from missions and shops, and I'll rebuild them into fighting machines. Remember, boss, when it comes to mechs, bigger is usually better. Usually. We're going to need to do some mech repairs before our next contract, boss. Can't go into combat like this. Agreed?
Check out this mech bay, Commander. Pretty great, right? A setup like this, there's nothing I can't do. What can I do for you?
How you liking the new ship? Love it. She's a big old ship, Commander. This bucket can carry more tons than I know what to do with. And the mech bay? Man, the mech bay. Do you have any idea how tough it is to refit a mech on a Leopard? Other mech techs won't even try it. You've got no room to maneuver, no room to do anything. The odds of getting killed in some horrific industrial accident go right through the roof. I guess what I'm saying is that I like the new ship, and I especially like the fact that it isn't my job to keep her flying anymore. I guess it puts Lady Arana in my good graces, which is rare for a wannabe Empress. Lord Madeira too, hell, even Centrella. As long as they let us keep the Argo, they're all fine by me. Gotta get back to it. Talk to you later.
Call me here if you need anything.
He is happy. Good. Happy crew is good crew. So, we can upgrade the ship now. So let's repair what we can. Well, let's first repair our mechs. That's what we were doing. So we need to refit. We lost the small laser on this mech. We're gonna repair that. We're gonna replace that, and we're gonna rethink this mech a little bit. So if we want to use it as a scout, we need to think about it a little differently. If we're gonna use it as a scout, then I do like the large laser. Maybe a smaller LRM might be a good idea. Like an LRM 5. And then maybe some medium lasers in case it gets close. And then a small laser. Place the one that got broke. Max armor. Use up basically all the armor. Let's increase its heat efficiency a little bit. It's going to be jumping around a lot. A lot. It's going to be jumping around. We can maybe squeeze in another weapon. We can squeeze in another medium laser. And there, armor maxed again, and there we go. It's looking pretty good. Her genitalia are not grown into the correct position, and they said they hope that first team will make it go into the correct position. That's fascinating. I didn't know bodies worked that way. Let's do... No, we could do less in the back. I mean, you are a scout. We don't want you to lose your legs, though. Let's take a little off the back, lightly armor it a bit more, so it doesn't lose its legs. And put the rest into the center torso. There, can take a few shots to the legs before it loses them. And then we're repairing that. And confirm. It's now more of a close range mech. It's got a little bit of LRM. Actually, you know what? Let's make it an SR. Let's just commit to this whole strategy. It's got a large laser for long range. Take out the LRM 5 and the LRM ammo and put in an SRM. Can we fit an SRM 4? Yes, we can. We give it an SRM 6. A really nice SRM 6. But I have a feeling we'll have to take off armor to do it. Yeah, we'll have to take off something to do that. Heat efficiency is way down. We could take off a jump jet. As a scout, it really should have it, though. We can take off a medium laser. That helps. Take off a medium laser, give it some ammo. Let's move one of these medium lasers. Oh, let's keep them both here. So, short range and punching. Oh, it can have another support weapon, can't it? That might be a good thing to put on it. Would be another small laser. Or flamer, actually. The small laser on the head, let's put the flamer on the arm because it's not as useful, and then let's max armor again. There we go. And now we gotta shuffle it around a bit because we just reduced our armor significantly. To do that, maybe I should take off another medium laser? Yeah, another medium laser. We don't need it now. We got the SRM. No, you know what? Let's do the smaller SRM. If we're going to do this strategy, we should just do a small SRM. Max the armor. Yeah, now we're getting some decent armor on this thing. Its firepower is actually higher than it was, but its range is lower. Much lower. Engineering Mechs fun. We have slightly overweight. Suck off the last little dregs of those, and then we'll add more armor to this. We'll have a little bit more on this side. We need it. Let's take a little off the back. In all cases, let's assume we're not getting hit in the back. More to the legs, and more to the other arm. There we go. Cool. Yeah, so the flamethrower is a shorter range weapon than like the small laser. This is now going to be, so it definitely needs all the jump jets we can put on this thing, which we have. It is now going to be a close range mech. Yep. Take 19 days to fix.
Right. I'll get it in the schedule.
Centurion's done in 8 days, Blackjack's done in 27, and then we'll get the Vindicator done. Alright. So it's going to take a while. It's going to be 27. It's going to be 8 days until we can have anything going. Do you want to take some time and maybe re-kit some mechs? I don't want to take too many people out of the cycle. If we're only going to wait 8 days, that's fine. Ship upgrades now. What should we upgrade? This improve our morale. It doesn't cost a lot. That improve morale. That would allow us more tech points, which would build our mechs faster. I kind of like the sound of that. Love hyenas in the furry community. Hyenas like me. Yeah, that's me. The platforms around here are meant to move automatically when they detect the size of the mech they're working on, adjusting to be at just the right height. They're offline, and we've been working around that, but let's get the fix and speed this up. Hell yeah.
After that, Commander, I'll get the crew moving.
I really want better structure and stuff, but we gotta be able to make our mechs bigger, because mechs are how we get money. Speaking of money, we have plenty right now. Let's go to the store here and see what they got around Weldry. I could buy part of an urban mech. It's not bad. Do you have anything particularly nice? Yes, you do. You have some ooh, a specialized LRM-4? Yes. So it's a better than normal LRM-4, a better than normal AC-2, yes. A better than normal AC-5, yes.
New weapon system.
Give us all the really good weapon systems. And, whoa, that's expensive, but worth it. I know what that's going on.
Systems available.
Yeah, we're not going to start those other things, but... So we just bought some Botho upgraded components for our mechs. When it shows SRM+, that means it's a better than normal SRM. Do we have anybody here? Oh, these are all... I like Jingle's look. Merrick Nobility, Merchant Ship Crew. Alright. Joker. Joker. Sonic. I can hire Sonic. No. We already got Trout.
What's up, Commander?
You named yourself Trout, man? Or Regan Commoner. Oh, well, I like that you got into the core. My friend, not a lot of commoners. We got a pretty good company of warriors right now. We could use an extra one. I'm gonna wait until we can actually like start leveling up people before taking it. So we need somebody with gunnery and tactics to pilot that trebuchet. So that's gonna be Pigpen. It's gonna get gunnery and tactics. Oh, speaking of which, we can level up after that last mission. You got guts and you got gunnery. So you're gonna have special guts, successful in the attack. That should target back one additional initiative phase. Target a single weapon, ignore cover, and guard it on the target. I feel like extra guts is the right way to go.
Training confirmed, Commander.
That increases our overheat threshold as well, so we can run the mech hotter now before it starts taking damage.
Receiving you.
Pigpen actually has some. All right, Pigpen, you're now a full regular. You're still a recruit, but you're a regular recruit now.
Yes, Commander.
You just don't have your specialty yet. Medusa, extra tactician. Next 5 is where your +1 initiative and remove 1 bar of stability damage when reserving. It can move after shooting. I'm gonna take high tactics with this guy. Actually, no. Whoa. Well, okay, this guy is gonna take high piloting. Pigpen will take higher piloting. Well, this guy will take higher piloting.
Training complete.
Ready for orders. Reporting. What can I do for
Glitch
you?
has a bunch. Hey, Glitch, let's level up your piloting a bit.
Training confirmed, Commander.
Standing by.
Yeah, and Decker, your gunnery's kind of lacking here.
Mech Warrior training complete.
You need at least a little gunnery. Everything needs to be at least 4, ideally at least 5, but ideally at least 4 until you have your final specialization, and then everything should go up. Yeah, so Yin here is gunnery and guts. Yin is going to be our line. It's a mobile fire base here. Doesn't overheat, very likely to hit. Doesn't overheat, doesn't miss. Let's talk to our new guy. Let's talk to Darius, was it?
You got questions?
No.
I have answers.
Although that's what would happen in Weldry with Sir Raju and all. If only we'd known, I'd have invaded the director myself to get him back, but now it's too late. Sir Raju Mischief. You said that you knew Mastiff, that you fought by his side. Mastiff's his nickname. I did have the privilege, yes. I didn't know him as well as you did, of course, but we were together in the trenches of the Jaldir campaign, and I raised a glass to Sir Raju in the Canteen Moonlight equation. Did he ever show you that enormous knife he used to carry? The Kukri? Yeah. Don't see too many of those outside the Free Worlds League. These days, Kukri blades are most listed with the 4th Regulan Hussars, a Free Worlds League regiment found in 2762 from the Nepalese inhabitants of the Muscida system. Aww. New toy she got for behaving. Aww. I am reading about your dog, by the way. I just don't have a lot to say. Not massive, though. He claimed that he inherited the curved blade beauty from his grandfather, who inherited it from his grandfather, and so on, all the way back to his family's origins on Terra. During the Fallujah campaign, I saw him use that blade against a pirate twice his size, split the bastard's skull like a rotten cantaloupe. It was horrifying and beautiful all at once. You don't see that kind of skill every day. Jeez. I wonder what happened to that old blade of his. It wasn't with him on Weldry. The old man must have felt like he lost a piece of himself when the director took it away. Thanks for the talk. The next time we're on shore leave, let's raise a glass to the old man's memory. It's a squeaky donut. Ah! That's adorable! Squeaky donut! Ah! Yeah, I'd like that. And so I think would he. Gotta run, Darius.
You know where to find me.
Yeah, I want to talk to Lord Alexander. Lord Madeira. Commander Lancelot, welcome to my corner of the command center. From here I can provide Mr. Oliveira with advice and information whenever he needs it. I want to be a resource for you as well, in keeping with my role as restoration liaison. Yeah, my favorite part of any mech game, the conversation the mech repairs. I know, right? I will give you whatever additional information I can about our campaign moving forward. Come see me after any major operation. I'll share whatever I can. You're new to the cruise, so tell me about yourself. I should go. We'll talk later. Yeah, let's go blow something up. I gotta, normally I stop at 6:20, but I feel like doing a little extra today because we got both of y'all on, and I don't want to cut it off just yet. So, we're gonna go to the contracts, and we're gonna go find us a nice contract. Probably working for the Resistance here. So I can go help them. Oh, these are all things that are local, eh? Whenever our mechs are repairing, aren't they? Centurion will be good in 8 days. We could just hang out here for 8 days and then take contracts.
I've got the financial report.
Back in the day when I played Armored Core 2, a lot of family members spent too much time in menus, and that game is boring. Yeah, I like menus a lot. Yeah, 9:28. Yeah, see, you're on the East Coast. That's why I do this at 4:20. West Coast time. That means it's at 7:20 East Coast time. Great, our operating expenses took a chunk out of our money. We'll do normal expenses. Our expenses are going up because we have bigger mechs, better pilots. So we wait until we have the Centurion, and then we do a mission. I just don't want to go without a full lance. Yang arrives at the morning briefing in a foul mood. Commander, if one more pilot shows up to complain that their favorite mech isn't ready, I'm going to pitch someone out an airlock. Darius intervenes. How about we draft some of them to actually help? It might be educational for them and useful for you. Dr. Murray has been deep in thought. The Argo has very powerful systems that are currently not flying. If we get them working, only temporarily, it might help with the current workload. Well, we don't have repaired pilot conduits, so you gain +1 tech point. Cool. Yang takes you up on the offer. Albeit reluctantly. Just 3 more bodies of the problem won't necessarily make them go faster, but if it'll shut them up, I'm on board. Hey, that week the chief checks it in with an update. As I feared, they were underfoot more than anything. He pauses and bows his head a few times. Okay, it was a little bit helpful. But any productivity increase over the next couple of weeks is going to be from them not bugging me anymore. The company gains +1 tech point for the next 14 days. Hey, our mech is done. Let's go shoot dudes for money. This one will give us that is a lot of everything. Garrison duty. Ooh. That looks dangerous. It's polar. That looks dangerous. And 2 of the mechs I haven't tricked out yet for my own uses. We have a centralized supply depot here in Wells. Relocated as a permanent defensive house of action with so many troops elsewhere. We're looking for lots of mechs to babysit our outposts. We have no intel that suggests a specific threat, but better to be certain. Commander, well, there's a lot of fighting in the region. The supply depot is well behind the current front lines. I can't help but be suspicious about their no intel claim. I agree, but that is a lot of money that we could potentially get. And salvage. Like, this will run us for a month. This amount of money will run us for a month. And then some. So, I'll take it. Oh my goodness. Is this what I think it is? Alright. So, glitch pilots that. Lean pilots the click draw. Pigpen, I'm gonna have... No, I want you gaining some... You're going to go in the mech you're going to end up piloting. And Helix here. Centurion have. So it does have jump jets, that's good. It has a small laser, a lot of missiles, and oh geez, it's kitted out with everything you can possibly fit on the damn thing. Just fill it to the brim. Its armor's good too. I am tempted to put in Helix then. But it does have jump jets. We're defending a base. I'll put in Helix and the Centurion. I don't know about taking 2 recruits on this mission. 2 lower-level people instead of our best guys. And we don't have any spying right now. Let's put Glitch in the Centurion. And let's put Medusa, our better scout, in the Shadowhawk. Because we don't have a Vindicator yet. Yeah, let's get the person with lots of guns, with lots of gunnery, lots of guns. But Defender's guts are ultimately good against overheating, and I'm sure this thing heats like crazy. What's its heat efficiency? It's not bad. Alright, let's do this deployment. Yeah. We'll take a risk with the Pigpen and the Trebuchet, but the Pigpen's probably just going to sit around. And we are much heavier than them. We're a full rank of mech company size ahead of them. So we need to guard the supply depot. So this is going to be a very heavy combat battle. We need big guns. Even if it's low, we gotta protect buildings, I believe.
Command interface initiated.
Much of this facility, Commander. I'm not sure what our employers were expecting. Scratch that, Commander. Orbital imagery is showing multiple incoming hostile contacts. There are a lot of them. Buckle up, Commander. This is going to get exciting.
Good to go, Commander.
Alright, then we should probably stop them here before they get up the ridge. We should take the ridge and hold them at the ridge. Alright, I'm going to save real quick. Alright. We've got to protect these buildings. That means we need to be shooting at them as soon as possible. Shadowhawk is our flanker, but also our scout. So you run over there. Centurion's gonna be gonna take the other flank.
New bogey on the field.
You
Right.
betcha.
Quick Draw is gonna take the center. And the Trebuchet is gonna sit behind and snipe.
Standing by.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of time here. So we're going for full evasion right now. We don't know who these people are. It could be pirates. Who knows? There's a spider. So they got light mechs. At least. Yeah, they're pirates apparently. Alright. There's another spider. There's a locust.
Waiting for orders.
And this is when we jump around behind and start shooting at them with a Shadowhawk. There's like no chance of hitting at all. You're gonna sensor lock.
I've got a sensor lock.
You're gonna sensor lock the lead spider.
Good to go.
And you're gonna shoot the spider and try to hurt it really bad. Oh gosh, here we go. Okay, good. You can split fire, so you shoot one thing there. And one at C, because you have the highest chance of hitting, and fire.
Uh-huh.
But we could take that thing down in like one hit. Yeah, it just lost a bunch of evasion, lost a bunch of jump jets.
Receiving you. Roger.
This trebuchet needs jump jets. Yep, you fire at that with everything you got.
Attacking from position.
And hopefully we blow up the spider. Yeah! Well, all its jump. I think that was all its jump jets we just blew up. It's unsteady. Good. You need to finish the job. You just stand there and finish the job. One good hit from a laser will take it out. One lucky hit. Okay. So what can hit B? Can hit B? Everything else is a hit A. Alright. Then everything else hits B, and that shoots at B.
Engaging multiple targets.
Thank goodness for that sensor lock. Yeah, look at that. That's the spider down. Lose more evasion, absorb a few hits. Just pick at you a bit. So we need that sensor lock to stop these guys progressing too far against our buildings.
Yeah?
So Medusa, you're gonna keep moving.
Coordinates.
And if you either shoot or sensor lock, depending on what you're capable of doing. What's the state of that locust? It's got that much. Or you shoot this guy for a lot. You shoot that guy for a lot then.
This should be
It's a spider. Head hit, pilot injured. Good. Rattle them a bit.
Waiting for orders.
Alright, this trebuchet's gotta move. It's gotta move somewhere where you can still shoot people, of course. But mostly we want to get you into there. We want you direct firing if you can.
Confirmed.
There's one reason guts would be good on the trebuchet. It was direct firing. I wish we could split, but we can't. We're just gonna fire everything we have at this thing, even though they're unlikely to hit.
Confirmed.
Just to rattle it a bit. Center torso destroyed. Instant kill. Jeez, we got a lucky hit in on it. It just collapsed. They're probably shoddily built, aren't they? Yeah, there they are, shoddy. They're in poor condition.
I hear ya.
That's why we can even do this. That's why we can just slaughter them like this, is because they're in that bad condition. Alright, you just fire your weapons then,
Roger
long
that.
range.
Firing on target.
Alright, then you move to there. Because it's hard to hit now that they don't have any friends to help them. And you fire your alarm.
Engaging target.
Whoop.
I've got eyes on hostile reinforcements.
Oh.
Heading your way.
Shoot. They're flanking us. They got another dropship? That was a little unexpected. I thought I had this covered. I'm gonna have to reposition. Alright, we're gonna have to reorient the battlefield here. Oh my. Okay, there's one coming over from there. Another coming from over there. It's more spiders. It's more cannon fodder, but they're gonna ambush us now. Where are our contacts? Alright. So, here's where they is. They're up there. And they've got one guy over there, so... Medusa, you need to finish that guy off as quickly as possible.
Firing jump jet.
Alright. Fire everything you got at him.
Eat this.
Missed the AC. Or reduce the evasion, for what it's worth. They got a vehicle as well. The vehicle could be something significant.
Waiting on you, Commander.
You're still in the Centurion, eh? Reposition.
Ready, set.
Gonna be a little exposed, but that's okay. We have to reposition now. And now you fire everything. So you can fire that. What can you fire? This. Same things. Same things. Fire at the spider. Oh, he's bunkered down is the problem. It's still absorbing damage.
Standing by.
That's not good. Can we just run into the woods? We can just run into the woods. That's what we're gonna do.
Got it.
Run! Run away! Run away! The quick draw will have to finish off the spider, I guess. He can probably just sit there and shoot things. We're gonna move like that then. It's gotta die. It's gotta die now.
All weapons
And
committed.
just fire everything we got. It's a waste, but there we go. No, it wasn't a waste. We still haven't killed it, but we've now severely injured that spider. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're just... Okay. Alright, we gotta do something about these spiders now before they start blowing up. Yep, they're going after their objective, which are these buildings here. Oh god, they're on the other side? That's not good. Okay. Alright, they have other people over there too. Well, shit. Every building we lose, by the way, loses money.
Standing by.
So, this... You need to just finish off the spider. Spider's your job. And then you need to redeploy and take somebody else out. Just fire everything at it. Please kill it.
I copy.
No, it's still alive, of course. It's a distraction. Alright, there's not really that many mechs over here. It is a significant fight.
I
but
hear ya.
Gotta do something about the guys over here. So we need to start repositioning to be able to do that.
Uh-huh.
Now you can shoot in two directions, and that's what you're gonna do. You're gonna multi-target there and there. I don't care if the odds are long, you're doing it anyway.
Got it.
I'm just hoping we can take out the spider. Nice! You blew up a jump jet. I like the Centurion. It's a very cleanly operating mech.
Ready for orders.
So you could just punch somebody, or you could, like, continue backing up. We're gonna do like that.
Aye, aye.
Yeah. Move. Oh. Alright.
Got it.
Cool. Yeah, this thing needs jump jets. The trebuchet's got a lot of gun, but man, it needs jump jets. Alright, finally one of our... That flank is finally secure. Now I need to secure at least one other flank. Probably is going to be these guys, because we've already weakened them slightly. But we need to send somebody the other way. Move. The Vaporwave Anthem. Bang. That's why you have jump jets. That's why they all have jump jets. It doesn't matter if you're medium or large or whatever. Shoot for that. Fire. Everything.
All weapons committed.
There we go. Left torso destroy. Do we destroy center? We destroy center. So, also, one of the rules of this game, because I know the tabletop game, is if you destroy, like, an arm and you roll to hit the arm, you then go to the torso, and then after you hit torso, you go to the center, the right or left torso, you go to the center torso. Same with leg damage. So, eventually so if you shoot a lot at the right torso, that could eventually become a lot on the center, if the right torso gets blown up. Alright, we gotta do something about those guys. These guys, I think, are heavier armed now. With that being blown up, I'm less worried about them. I'm more worried about these other guys.
Ready for orders.
I don't even know where those guys are. They must be on the other side of the ridge, huh? What if you jump? And you'll be able to see more.
Got it.
You're a little far out. Oh, it's a panther, eh? Alright. It's not evading. Structure's already exposed. It's gotta die. These vehicles. Yeah, they're taking forever to take stuff down. The real problem is that,
Standing by.
yeah, so the trebuchet is gonna go for... is gonna go for the panther. Not the striker.
Confirmed.
Gotta move. Please blow off something. Well, okay, we blew off the SRM and we unsteadied it. Jeez, a direct fire from a trebuchet sucks.
Waiting for orders.
Okay, you gotta keep doing your thing.
I've got something.
Oh, do we have contacts? We have contacts. There's 3... there's 4 mechs over there. I don't like that your back's to them, but... what you gonna do? Yeah, you're gonna take a shock at... well... split. Like that.
Line them up and I'll shoot them down.
We're just hoping to knock the panther over and do some damage to it. Structure exposed. Nice. Striker's already damaged. So yeah, so we need Yin to go the other way now. Well, okay, the panther still has this really damaging PPC. We can't really turn our backs to them. Ugh. Okay. That wasn't very effective.
Damage minimal.
Yeah, just waste the panther.
All weapons committed.
Get rid of that PPC. Alright, PPC's gone, SRM's gone, left leg's gone, center torso's gone. Panther is down.
Destroyed.
So it's now, I mean, these vehicles are still a problem, but somebody can mop them up. We need to refocus our attention on these mechs over here. They've got a locust. They're probably all light mechs again. It's a missile locust. Well, at least they're not shooting our Centurion in the back. Those military buildings can take a bit of a beating, so they need to concentrate their fire a bit better. Yeah, so we're gonna kill like 3 times our tonnage in mechs. They got other things they gotta do. It's a raid. Though if I were them, I'd be fleeing for my life right now. I mean, we just took out 2 lances of light, a lance and a half of light mechs, you know?
What can I do for you?
Alright, now you have things to do, my friend. Alright, how about you jump then? Jump 2. That's pretty good. That's even better, though. Getting them from the side? Even better.
Time to fly!
Oh, and that's some Sweet Pepsi playing. You're getting some good stuff on this channel right now. Do you have a chance of hitting any of them? What if we precision strike the spider? Actually, we should precision strike one of the locusts, shouldn't we? Because they've got the big guns. Should we go for a leg or should we go for a torso? Let's go for the torso. Let's go for the kelp.
Special delivery!
Center torso destroyed, right torso destroyed, insta-gib. Oh, this is going so well. We're just chewing through them like nothing. They are paper before me. I'm still worried a little about these vehicles, but these guys are just folding.
Receiving you.
Alright, so you start moving. It is going to mean some difficult terrain, but that's fine. I like to get shot from here. Who are you going to indirect fire at? You have a very low chance of hitting either of them. You can't sensor lock them, they're too far away. So we're going to Hail Mary the Locust here. Just because if we actually hit, this will be the most effective thing to actually hit. Like, the spider has only, like, 2 lasers on it, basically. It doesn't really... Yeah, it just has 2 medium lasers. This thing has a medium laser and 2 SRM2s. Well, they're about equivalent, honestly. Yeah, so next, we need to send somebody after the vehicles. I'm not sure who right now. But somebody needs to go after them. Yeah, better chance of hitting that. Go for it. Please blow off something. You just reduced evasion. That's fine. So I guess Yin's gonna have to take care of these vehicles now. That should be easy work. The rest of the team will handle these 2 lights. You need to move. Can you actually shoot it from here? You can, but only indirectly. Just take it out quickly. Yeah, we don't want one where you can get shot by them as well. Get up there, deal with the 2 vehicles. Yeah, fire everything you got. It's got like no HP left in the section you're shooting it, but just kill it.
Engaging target.
Alright, so they died.
Enemy unit destroyed.
All these pilots, they're gonna die. They're all gonna die. Ooh. Yeah, that's also pretty damaging. They don't have a chance. We're gonna murder them if they don't leave. Get out of here. Pull out. This is really bad for y'all. Our mechs are a lot better than yours. Alright, you're gonna run over there in the Shadow Hawk, and you're gonna keep LRM tending from a distance at whoever. Oh, there's another Locust. Lovely. Well, fire at the one we've already damaged. It's taking a lot of hits from that one side. There's one that we might actually be able to blow something off with a small hit. Yeah, it's kind of overkill to use a quick draw on that, I realize, but...
Waiting on you, Commander.
We could jump down. Well, let's jump that way. Let's get him... Or no, let's jump behind. Let's make their lives interesting. Let's commit to that. We're jumping behind. What you gonna do about it? Alright. Alright. How about C? Yeah, that's better. Fire that way.
No,
I love multi-targeting.
I've got enough guns for everyone.
Yep. That locust is down. We already exposed the structure on that one.
Ready for orders.
They're just gonna keep moving and shooting, just wandering around in a circle shooting, because that's what these mechs are gonna end up doing a lot. They're more likely to hit you by far. So we are. We could precision strike, but I'm gonna wait for a more powerful attack.
Target's taking a critical hit.
So this is why we have Yin doing this part of the job. Yin's not going to expose herself to this other vehicle up here. It might hit us, it might even hurt us, but it's not going to take us out. And it's going to LRM at this guy.
Engaging
Normal
target.
spread. Jump just destroyed. Nice.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
Every time something hits exposed structure in this game, there's a random chance of a critical hit. It rolls each of the slots. If the slot's empty, nothing happens. If the slot contains something, that thing blows up. At least that's how it works in the tabletop game.
You got nothing, you hear me?
Commander.
Yeah, just keep moving. Just keep indirect firing on things while you make your way up. The point's to stall them. Yeah, you're not even bothering. You're just buckling down. You're not even bothering to run. You're just buckling down and reducing the damage from the LRMs I'm throwing at you. Yeah, so it's going to take a pot shot probably at the quick draw. Or not, it's going to shoot a building. That's... Yeah, you're dead, my friend. You're very
Good
dead.
to go.
If I were you, I'd be terrified right now. Jump here. We still have visual contact, just less so. And now we're shooting it in the back. And we're gonna overheat if we shoot this way. There we go. Now we won't. Fire everything that isn't laser.
Got it.
Jesus, I like the Centurion. Such a clean thing, and it just knocks people around.
Receiving you.
It's mean. Alright, you actually, if you have a clean shot at the big mech up there. There's a way to shoot both. And fire. That might blow up the Scorpion. Yep. That Scorpion died to indirect fire missiles from the Trebuchet, from one round of it. That Trebuchet is beefy. I want to replace one of the LRM-15s with an LRM-20 Plus, the one that we just got, and the other LRM with an LRM-10. It'll make me a little bit more risky to be hit by critical hits. So we can currently shoot this person with our LRM-5. We need to move closer, though. So I'd rather have cover and direct fire than not having direct fire. Alright, so fire. No point precision striking with an LRM. More jump jets destroyed. We're just kind of whittling it down, but we only got to hold out for a couple more rounds for reinforcements to arrive. They're done. They're not going to be able to take down all these buildings. They're too well built. Nice little hit on the trebuchet, but just dented it.
Minor damage.
Minor damage indeed. That's why you're moving. That's why you don't stand still. Here comes the spider. The pretty badly damaged spider here. It's just going to go there and it's going to entrench. Okay. Yep. Yeah, you take cover and 3 evasion pips. So these little chevrons next to them are evasion pips, and the shields are guarded. Guarded means reduced damage. The pips over here mean that they're harder to hit. So right now this spider's pretty hard to hit. This locust is taking the fire for him. But what we're going to do is actually sensor lock the locust. This reduces its evasion by 2 pips, which gives all of our team a better chance of hitting it. Yeah, so this is going to go shoot the locust from the back and possibly take it out in one shot. Granted, it's going a little hot. Now we are going to turn the lasers back on, and we're going to turn the SRMs off, because lasers do not require ammo, so I'm fine firing them in this situation. This time, let's precision strike the locust. Precision strike it in the center torso. Now we're more likely to hit. So let's just deck out.
Here we go.
Let's try to eliminate it. Yep. Overkill. Kill, 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 kill. All that's left now of their entire squadron is this one mech. We've blowed up every other mech they sent our way. Look at the piles of destroyed mechs. It's all theirs. This is all that we've taken out. There's another one. There's one there. There's one up there. There's a smoking crater where 2 of these vehicles were. And over here, there's 1, 2, and I don't know where the 3 mechs that all are in a row here. They all died right there. Those are all the people we've killed.
Ready for orders.
So far. It's better to be in the forest than to be evasive. Yep, we blew it to heck. Damn it all! You really did it! Okay. You are not worth wasting ammo on. Alright. Yin, though, Yin might be willing to use up some ammo on you. Can you actually shoot it from where you are? You can, but only with indirect fire. We don't want that. We want direct fire. So you're just gonna jump in and say, "Surprise, fucker! It's a heavy mech! God damn it, it's a heavy mech! Ah, run for your lives! We can't hit you at all, but who cares? The point is to just shock you up." Also, all of its structures exposed. Every little hit counts right now. Head hit, pilot injured. This poor spider, just run for your life. A bit more action than advertised, that's why they pay us the big C bills. It's true. Okay, so that guy survived. He ran for it. He's the sole survivor of the 9 mechs, the 10 mechs they sent at us. My company just straight up blew up 10 mechs, I think. We could have gotten more reputation. It might have been worth it, actually, but money's good. So in contract payment, we destroyed pirate reinforcements, yes. We ensured all buildings survived, yes. We destroyed the pirate vanguard, yes. We destroyed so many things. Excellent work, Commander. I was ready to put my faith in you. You are a critical part of the restoration effort. We really screwed them up. Look how many kills. 3 kills on the Centurion, 3 kills on the Quick Draw, 2 kills in a vehicle on this trebuchet, or 3 mechs and 1 vehicle on it. That Centurion's a good mech. I like it. That's a better mech for Glitch than what she was flying before. Medusa, I feel, and the Shadowhawk is a good mashup as well. Though I like the weapons on it right now. I can make the Shadowhawk even more indirect fire oriented, but I like it as it is. Alright, so we get tons of salvage. Oh boy. Oh, we should complete the Spider 5e. We should complete the Locust 1M. And we should put some in for the Locust 1S. Even though we're probably going to sell the Spider... We're going to sell this... Well, no, we're going to put them in storage because we'll eventually get a second mech bay. And we can use these as our startup mechs for that mech bay. Oh, we should just sell the Locust, don't really. We'll see what we have in storage. I don't really want to be sticking people, though, in spiders and locusts. I'd rather sell them for money and get a real mech. Spiders are right, but my people are too valuable. Spider 5e essentially is the most maneuverable mech you can field, but it's made of paper. It's an excellent scout, though, and you can even jump into the rear arc of most enemies for surprise back shots. Locust 1M model is interesting that it can churn out a decent volley of LRMs for such a small mech. It's a great harasser, especially if you can use its speed to lob missiles into the weaker rear armor of targets, but normally it has almost no armor to itself. Locust 1S models tend to sacrifice the little armor they normally mount to fire respectable SRM salvos. Definitely useful for hit and runs, especially if those shots provide the extra punch to knock down a target. And we're going to have to store several of them. So, this spider, I'm going to sell. This locust, I'm going to sell. This locust, I'm also going to sell. Cool. That just gave us a tidy wad of cash. So we have one Panther. Commando I'd save right now. But I'm not saving any locusts or spiders. Like, those are such cheap mechs. Well, we're getting pretty close to the end of things. Maybe we should buy another ship upgrade now. No pets allowed. No, I didn't order that. Oh, it doesn't even cost that much. We just can't purchase it right now. What does this cost? Structural repair. These are cheap. Better med bays would be good. Well, we already have this. Better rec room would be better too, but for now, I'd rather have structural repairs going on, or power systems next. I'm just gonna go for a little bit. Oh, actually, we have another contract here, don't we, that we want to take in. But I'm not gonna play that today. I'm getting done. How are we doing on Mechs? Everything's fully repaired, but we're still upgrading our Blackjack and our Vindicator, so we're not ready to refit any of these mechs. Maybe we could squeeze in time to add some jump jets to this. Yeah, 2 jump jets and a heat sink. Exchange for... We'll have to take off armor, won't we? It's already pretty low armored. Let's just do 2 jump jets then. 2 jump jets, and we'll take off one of the medium lasers. No, let's just do this now. while I'm at it. Alright, so you go, and we put in LRM-20. You go off, and we put in LRM-10. It's still a little overweight, so now we strip armor. Alright, max armor. It's gonna be not as well armored as some other mechs. There we go. Where can we reduce? I don't really want to reduce anywhere. Okay. So that'll also mean this blowing up won't be as big a deal. Yeah, no ammo in the torso, just in case. But we will put the jump jets in the torso, because that tends to make them last longer. And with this modification, I present to you our new version of the trebuchet. It'll take 12 days. No, so we're not going to do that yet, then. We'll discard one, or let's just... No, we got to do it all together. Yeah, confirmed. Discard the changes. So, we can't really fix the trebuchet yet to have jump jets. It needs them. I mean, it doesn't need them as bad as some of the other mechs. Like, it could actually, if I had a mech that did without jump jets, I would want it to be a trebuchet. Gunnery and tactics, but I think I want it to have some just for the mobility. Like, I want people who can keep up with the rest of our squadron. This is just partial salvage. And I bought everything. Okay. Well then, I think we're probably pretty good. Hold on, let me save real quick. And we'll switch to my end camera. Hey y'all, it's been fun. This went up going a little long, but I don't have any problem with that. So anyway, it was nice to have a new person on here. Thank you, Sabine, for helping make the experience more interesting. You're a good girl. Good girl. I love y'all. Good night.